What's good, YouTube? What's good, Twitch? What's good, wherever it is you're watching this, Facebook maybe. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the studio. So looks like we gotta wait for these shaders to get back into shading. So, but anywho, what's good, guys? I hope you guys have had a good night. Actually, last night we did not jump. We did jump into the game. We played for maybe about an hour or so. So I decided, hey, you know what? We're just gonna do an early stream. But depending on your system, complying may take a few minutes. We got to get these shaders back up because I could have sworn we got the shaders yesterday. But just to let you know that I'm like, all right, I'm back. We streaming again. We streaming more Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is out now officially. Came out yesterday. I went through the tutorial. Already. Played that through the first stream last night. So today is just gonna be us playing the actual, like, getting some hours into said game, and not just that. Explore. We're gonna do a lot of exploring. Try to figure out some lore with this game and just make sure that, you know, my character, we're gonna put some hours into this. But not just that, in the background we are downloading Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes as well. That came out today, like literally was up for download about a couple minutes ago on Steam. Now here's a gripe that I have, and this is me still learning as I'm very new to PC gaming as a whole, because technically I've been a PC gamer for about a year now. I got this PC last year, about this time last year, and there's still something I'm still learning about it. Like, for example, how to emulate games. I guess I'm still learning how to do that. There's only one game I got on here that's emulated, and that's the Poke MMO game that I've been playing on stream a good couple times. Yeah, that's well, yeah, hopefully y'all know that's emulated. But besides that one being emulated, there's some other games I'm trying to learn. I thought about doing some Mortal Kombat, but come to find out they have a Legacy Collection that just came out today also. So it's the Legacy Collection. I could either just go get that, but really I'm just trying to play one Mortal Kombat game, well, two, Deception and Armageddon. So I just got to scour the internet for those copies. And two, yeah, Dragon Quest is gonna be one of them types of games that I will be playing like every now and then. Well, I won't say every now and then, but it's gonna be a lot like a chill stream. Like, the game's been out, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, not the remakes, but just that game in general has been out for like damn near almost, I'm 31 right now, so at least 30 plus years, because I know the game's older than me. But people should know the stories behind both games already, but if you don't, spoilers, we will be spoiling it. I might make separate videos about it too. Actually, no, I am, because I do want to talk about the three games as a whole, just to put the games together as a linear story for people to go and check it out if they don't feel like playing the games. Same thing with Outer Worlds too. All my gameplay that I have here that y'all see on stream is on demand for y'all to watch, and there's a reason why I put it on demand. I put it on demand because of the fact that I could start pulling stuff from my live streams and compiling them into one video to be like, so like, for example, if I wanted to do a separate video of a quest that I did that I really enjoyed and give y'all a deep dive on said quest that I just got done doing, might do that, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers. Those are the type of YouTubers I watch the most, are guys who like really do deep dives into said games, like guys who done deep dives into Elder Ring, Elder Scrolls, the Dark Souls games, some of the Fallout games, some of the stuff they did for Outer Worlds, the first game. I forgot his name, but he did a lot of Starfield type stuff. So, and I've seen people try to compare this to Starfield, saying like, oh, it just reminds me of Starfield, just to let y'all know, Outer Worlds came out before Starfield, but I can understand why y'all feel that way though. Like, it does. It does. I'm not even gonna hold you on that. I can't even argue with that one. But yeah, it does look like a Starfield game. Don't get me wrong. But I seen some people say, but some people say, yeah, it will kind of remind you of Starfield, but it has a lot more to do in this compared to Starfield. So that's I mean, it depends on who you are, honestly. You know, gaming has so many genres that you can go participate in, to where that you don't have to feel like you're stagnated and you just got to play one type of genre. Like, I've seen, I didn't know Steam did this, but Steam also let you broadcast your gameplay on there. And I thought about it, but I'm like, nah, I'm good on that one. I was watching, I don't know if it was a game dev who worked on said Outer Worlds game, but he was playing it on stream on Steam. He was playing it on stream on Steam, and he was having a fun time. But like I said, I don't know if he was a developer. I only watched it for like 5 minutes, and it wasn't really live. It was more of a pre-recorded. It was pre-recorded. So as it was pre-recorded, he was playing on there, and I was trying to figure out how to get the sound going and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't even get the sound on the video to go, so I was all like, it's no big deal. I ain't tripping on it. But like I said, it was pre-recorded, and I've seen a lot of disingenuous takes in his little chat. I mean, it was just from one person, but everybody else was just all like, oh, okay, the game's out now. Okay, and that was just about it. And one guy was on there crying about, oh, make New Vegas, which these are the guys that made New Vegas, by the way, Obsidian. And if you go watch I forgot which video it was they put out either a month or two ago, and one of the developers was really hinting to New Vegas multiple times. He kept going back to New Vegas. So you could tell that at least one of the devs wants to make a New Vegas. One of the developers really wants to work on another Fallout New Vegas game, which I don't blame him. New Vegas is fun, don't get me wrong, it is fun, but there's got to be reasons why they're not allowed to make one. They're like, there's got to be a reason why there isn't one out there yet, and I think it is because of Bethesda. Since Bethesda and Fallout, that's their thing, you know, they're not letting others like Obsidian do that. Now, as I was reading those, you know, the comments, I was in the dude section, dude was all like, oh, just make New Vegas already, please. Just make New Vegas already, fuck. And he's just being just a brain dead Nimrod in the fucking comments, you know, saying that the game, that Outer Worlds 2 is gay, it's this and it's that. Now, nobody can sit up and say there's pronouns in this game, because as I was starting the game up and to create my character, they didn't really have the you know, gender pronouns or anything like that, but people gonna still call it woke regardless, because everything's woke nowadays. Shit, breathing air at this point is being woke. Being kind to your fellow man is considered woke now. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, those people, every time I just hear somebody squeal wokeness, I just automatically assume your IQ is fucking low as shit, and you don't have no better leg to stand on when it comes down to debating about video games, to a point to where you just got to sit up and say some ignorant shit that you probably heard on YouTube. You probably heard it from some brain dead YouTuber that is upset at the fact that they can't get what they want in a video game. There's a lot of things in video games that I want. There's tons of things I want in video games, but am I gonna bitch and moan and cry, take to the internet and throw a temper tantrum about it? No, because I feel no need in doing that, honestly. If that game can't do it, I'm pretty sure there's a game out there that can do it for me. And if that game can't do it for me, I'll just go play that game instead. You know? Like, I'll use the whole debacle between Digimon and Pokemon that's going on right now. Why is there a feud between the two right now? Because both IPs have games out right now. Both are actually pretty fun. Both have good, well, parts of the stories aren't that great, but I mean, like, not every story is going to be an A++ home run, you know, knock it out the park, you know what I'm saying? The only reason why the fan bases are bickering and moaning and arguing amongst each other, because at the end of the name, they're monsters. They're pocket monsters. Like, Pokemon is pocket monsters. Digimon is digital monsters. I've seen so many disingenuous, dumbass takes from both sides when it comes down to to both sides. It's hilarious, honestly. Like, I've seen some people try to set up and say Digimon aren't real, they're digital monsters, blah 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 blah. I'm like, neither is Pokemon. They're fantasy creatures. The fuck are you talking about saying they're not real? They're based on they're digital. I'm like, neither are Pokemon. They're not real either. The fuck, like, it's brain dead takes that have me just look at these comments, because like I put up a video on TikTok. I don't know if I shared it with y'all on here yet, but it was a video. Well, it wasn't even a video. It was just a really stupid take that I saw, and I found it funny. So I wanted to share it with people, saying like, you know, that Pokemon are based on real life things, unlike Digimon. And it's like, what are you talking about? There's Digimon based on real life stuff as well. And I gave them some good examples, and a lot of people agree with me. And you're gonna have your ones that don't think Pokemon can do no wrong. Like, one guy was trying to say my picks that I picked were disingenuous because I decided to use the first generation of Digimon. So we're talking about like the very, very, very first, like Agumon, Gatomon, all of them. And I didn't use, well, I did use Agumon because Agumon was part of the dinosaur line that I picked. So I picked some dinosaurs, I picked a cat, I picked a bird, I picked 2 angels, I picked a gun, an egg, and a star. And those were the ones I picked to show that, hey, they got some ugly designs too. Like, these are ugly. But instead, you had people, that one guy saying my take was just disingenuous because I used the first generation Digimon. I'm like, no, you ass clown. First and foremost, I need a lot of y'all to go back to school and learn what these words mean, because y'all just be throwing them out there. It'd be disingenuous if I decided to use Digimon like Omnimon, War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, some virus-based Digimon that look really awesome. Majority of the Digimon that have guns on them, I could have used them instead. But no, I decided to use, you know, ones that actually resemble items in real world, not just that, the first generation. Because the first generation, in my humble opinion, didn't have the greatest designs, just like in Pokemon. Didn't have the greatest designs. But they had some good ones, they had some bad ones. Both sides have bad designs, both sides have good designs. Some are uglier than most. Some of them are just like, holy shit, y'all really knocked out the park with this design, you know. And I've been seeing a lot of that recently, and it's gotten to the point to where it's all like, you could tell who is biased and who isn't biased. Then when the games come out, you'll have people drop TikToks and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's just one TikToker, I didn't get his name, but I really don't care, because you can tell he's just rage bait. He'll share this TikTok of, oh, Digimon Time Strangers player base dropped to this number, right? Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, Digimon Time Strangers does have multiplayer. It just has story mode, and that's it. I mean, it's called Digimon Stories. So, I mean, the last one did have multiplayer, don't get me wrong. It did have PvP, so don't know why they put it in this one, but they probably got their reasons. But people picked it up. They played it from start to finish. Got all the Digimon they wanted, and they put it down. I mean, that's what you do with story-based games. You pick them up, you play them as long as you can, get all your feel out of it, beat the story, side quests, whatever. Put the game down. You know, they didn't want it to have multiplayer in it, so I don't see what his gripe was there. But then he said bad graphics, bad story, turn-based slop, and you could tell it was. But then you have people in the comments, and you have the people in the comments, they'll be all like, all right, bro, we get it, you this, that, and other. There's some people in there that actually understands that this is just rage bait. But then you have some people like, man, if you're gonna try making content, at least make other content. Yeah, one guy tried to applaud the dude, talk about some, well, at least he's trying. I'm like, this is not trying, bro. If this is what you consider trying, then man, that bar is set in hell, because that's not trying. All you doing is just regurgitating shit you said like 4 times already, and majority of it's not even true. So it's kind of like, come on, bro. Then you'll have like your disingenuous takes. Like, I seen one take that just had me like, all right, bro, yeah. I think it's best not to really socialize with the Pokemon community like that. One guy was sitting on there talking about some maturing is realizing that just because you beat the Elite Four in Pokemon doesn't mean that you beat the game. Have you complete the Pokédex though? And I'm just like, you can't be serious, dog. I was like, are we really moving the goalposts to see who a real fan is, really? And I got in the comments, I'm reading what people are saying. A lot of people are like, all right, bro, really? Like, you can't be serious. Like, are you really trying to defend Pokemon that hard to where you got to come up with a rule for yourself to make yourself feel better? because nowhere in there does it says that your main mission is to complete the Pokédex. And you had somebody in the comments really trying to argue that too, because I'm like, bro, a simple Google search would just tell you if what you're saying is true or not. Like, people don't want to do that though. People don't want to be told that they're wrong, regardless of if Game Freak said it or not. Because Game Freak said it themselves that no, your goal is to become Pokemon champion. That's Ash's goal in the anime was to become Pokemon champion. So it makes you think that in the games that we won't become Pokemon champion. Getting the Pokédex completed is a secondary thing, and it always has been a secondary thing. Like, for example, I use Diamond and Pearl, perfect example, and Emerald too, Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. I'll use those for example, because technically your dad wanted you to go off to be a Pokemon. Your dad wants you to replace him as gym leader in Emerald, but yeah, and the game doesn't go that far after you become Pokemon champion to see if you even become the gym leader or not. But it's just wild to me how people sit up and try their. Hold on, where's my remote? All right, y'all, my bad. I had to turn the TV down. But it just always blows my mind, because it's just not in this community that I've seen them do that, but I've seen it in multiple communities. It just happens to be this community that I find it funny in, is that the creator can sit up and tell you that this is a mainline title. It's not a mainline title. I could have sworn they said that ZA was going to be a mainline title, but I had to go look it up real quick before I said anything, and they said no, it's not. No, it is a mainline title. I'm sorry, but I meant to say was I thought it was the start to Generation 10, but it's not the start to Generation 10. I looked it up and they said no, it's not. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I could have sworn I heard somebody say that it was the start to Gen 10, but I was wrong. So it is what it is. But as you can see, I can accept the fact when I'm wrong. A lot of people can't do that nowadays for some reason. Like, even over the smallest of things, they feel like they have to be right. And it's like a simple Google search would tell you if you're right or you're wrong. Or hell, since everybody wants to use ChatGPT and AI nowadays, use Gronk, use ChatGPT, use Copilot. Hell, fucking Siri can help you with that. But it's low key sad. It's because people want to push the goalpost and move, they change their narrative to fit what they're saying because they don't want to be wrong. And I'm like, if I'm wrong, like I said, I don't mind telling you I'm wrong. Like, hey, I'm in the wrong for that. My bad. My B. But still, though, like, it was mad crazy. But it blows me. Grown ass men maturing is realizing that your opinion like that is just brain dead and dumb, and you just know that they're just trying to change the narrative so it can fit whatever they're trying to say. Because ain't I've been playing these Pokemon games for years, all the mainline titles. Ain't no way in hell you telling me that. No, it's not. It's really not. Because especially when you beat the Pokemon League, they just add on like 1,000 more Pokemon for you to add to your Pokédex. Am I wrong? Because you get the Pokédex, then once you beat the actual Pokemon League, you get the National Dex. And half of the time, majority of people can't even complete that shit. Because the National Dex, you just adding on a bunch of unnecessary Pokemon you're probably not going to use. On top of that too, the game does force you to be social though. Because once you get that National Dex, you gon' have to be social with somebody. Because somebody's gonna have that Pikachu that's part of the National Dex. Somebody's gonna have the starter Pokemon that you can't get in Emerald. You're gonna have to go back and get them Fire Red and Leaf Green. And what if you don't have Fire Red, Leaf Green? You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff is like, but maturing is realizing that. But that's how he starts all the video. He starts all the video with maturing is realizing. And I'm like, and I hate when people use that shit, because that's not being mature. That's not being mature at all. That's just moving the goalposts to fit your narrative, your brain dead narrative. Just because you really want to, because you want to make yourself feel like you're a true fan of the series. When on actuality, nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody really truly gives a fuck. Like, that's another thing too. I'm sorry, I'm going on this rant, and I might clip this, and I might actually make a video out of this. But just because you make a small critique of something does not make you less of a fan. You can you can criticize something, you can critique something without having being hateful either. So like for example, there is a part of Outer Worlds, like I'll use this Outer Worlds screen startup screen as an example. All right. I don't know. I'm just gonna make up something. The curtains. I don't like the color of the curtains. The curtains are dog shit. They look like dog shit. What kind of that's hate right there. When I hear somebody say it's dog shit or anything like that, you're a grown ass adult, man. Your vocabulary should be very, very well equipped by the age that you're at. If you want to seem like you're smart and you want to seem like you have some type of, vocabulary, using dog shit ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I hear dog shit, mid, any of those, buzzwords nowadays, I just be all like, all right, man, they're just hating. You can't even hold the decent conversation without having to say something's gay or whatever. But, it is what it is, y'all. Well, but if you're wondering if ZA is worth playing and all that kind of stuff, I would say wait for it to go on sale, but we all know Pokemon games do not go on sale like that. So me personally, if you are truly a Pokemon fan like that, I would truly wait. And the reason why I'm saying I'm wait, because I already have, well, I don't own a copy, I'm borrowing it, but I'm waiting to get my own copy, is because I have a strong feeling they're gonna come out with a beefier version of it. And when I mean beefier version, I mean like, how we got Sword and Shield, and then we got the 2 DLCs. Then a couple months later on down the line, we ended up getting the 2 games, Sword and Shield, with all the DLC on it. So technically like the 3rd version. So say for example, if it was Pokemon Emerald, or if it was Pokemon, you got Sword and Shield, if they were to come out with a Pokemon Scepter or whatever, that would have been Pokemon Scepter. But instead, they didn't want to do that. They just gave us DLC. Same thing with Scarlet and Violet. You got Scarlet and Violet, then you had the 2 DLCs that came out for it. Then it came out with a much beefed up version of both games. So I think that's what they're gonna do with ZA. They're gonna have Pokemon Legends ZA. They're gonna have the season passes come out. And then once support for the game is all said and done, they're gonna probably come out with a beefed up version of Pokemon ZA. They're probably gonna call it Pokemon ZA Mega or something like that. I'm just throwing out names out there. So I have no issue with them doing that. Honestly, I do have an issue with certain YouTubers that are acting like, who are disingenuous and acting like, 3rd versions ain't it, that I forgot which YouTuber it was, because I did make a comment on that. He was talking about the 3rd versions of games, because I think the last time we ever got a 3rd version of a game was Sun and Moon, because we had Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Then after that, that's when Sword and Shield came out. And he said something that was, to me, that was just mad ignorant and disingenuous. And when I mean ignorant, I don't mean like he was saying that, because he's a big Pokemon fan. I'm not saying disingenuous as I'm like, he was just pretty much acting like the DLCs for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet wasn't the 3rd version of the game, because later on down the line they came out with a beefed up version. Like I said, just like how Mortal Kombat comes out, they have their fighter passes and stuff, then they come out with a definitive edition. That's what that 3rd version was. But I'm guessing he forgot about that. I give him a shadow that I'm like, he must have forgot about that part. But then again, I don't blame him, because the DLCs are very forgettable. But let me go use the restroom real quick, guys, before we jump on this. But we are playing Outer Worlds 2. I'm sorry for the long rant, y'all. I just wanted to pass some time as the shaders were shading and doing their thing. But we are here. We're playing some Outer Worlds 2. We're gonna be playing for a bit, actually. We're gonna be putting some time into this Outer Worlds 2, and I think Dragon Quest 1 and 2 should be fully downloaded, but that's gonna be played sometime, probably on Sunday, depending on where I left off at on Dragon Quest 1 and 2, because I will be playing it. I just won't be playing it on stream. But let me go use the restroom real fast. Let me go make sure everything is set. Then we're gonna jump into Outer Worlds. So. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Now another thing. One more thing I want to
difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough.
Okay.
Nice to see someone
So
with
another
some
thing I
sense
wanted to
around
put
here
out
for
there
once.
too, just to put out there. Let me continue. Hold on. Let me run this game real quick because I gotta make sure that all my sound and stuff. But another thing I wanted to put out there too was just because I just find it funny how people just move the goalpost on what maturing is and what isn't maturing. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Get a grip on life, fam. Like, I understand you really trying to stand up for your favorite, gaming company and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. But I'm on like to set up and tell people what the level of maturity is, just because you're upset, you're trying to move the goalposts on what a true Pokemon fan is just mad crazy, bro. And it kind of some of the Pokemon fan base kind of don't. They're not beating those allegations of showing that the low IQ. Because I'm part of the Pokemon fan base, and there's really a lot of smart people in the Pokemon fan base, and they get overshadowed by people like that guy and another guy who he was saying some stuff that I do agree with. I'm like, yeah, he do got a point, but the way he goes about it just shows me like you're a grown man acting like a teenager. Okay, cool, whatever. Saying that you don't have to play the game, which is true. You don't have to. Like I'm not gonna sit there and bash a game that I don't have to play. Like if I didn't like it, I just didn't like it, and I just put the game down and call it a day. But he also didn't have to really sit up and say that if you have a little small critique, you're not a real fan. Like one thing I said was I saw in the comments where somebody was all like, "Hey yo, can we wrap up this Discord behind the game?" Which I agree with him. He's like, "Yo, can y'all wrap up this Discord behind this game? It's been going on for too long." And dude was all like, "The game's only been out for 7 days, but y'all been arguing about the game for damn near 8 months or since it's been announced." Now I said that in his comments. Then he comes back and says, "Oh, you portray your own username." No, I don't. No, I don't. All I said was, y'all been arguing about this for like the past couple months, which is the truth. What part of that shows that I'm bothered? I'm not. Like, motherfuckers just, we got to sit through the shader shit again? God damn. God dang it, bro. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We got to sit through this. Oh, wait, no, it's going faster this time. I'm just trying to make sure it's going by pretty smooth because I didn't want to sit through the shader thing again. But yeah, I'm just like I said, but back to the whole Digimon and stuff. Both games are actually pretty fun. I do like the new battle mechanics they got for Pokemon though. I do like that. I would not be surprised if Digimon did the same thing. I expected Digimon to do that instead of Pokemon. I said it. I don't mind Pokemon being turn-based because another thing that ass clown on TikTok who's talking about some calling Digimon turn-based slop. I'm like, bro, do you not know Pokemon is also turn-based too? Like, be real, turn-based slop. Like seriously. But all in all, if I suggest anyone, I suggest if you're into competitive play, go ahead and pick up ZA. If you're just looking for a good story.
With the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once.
Oh, I never noticed him say, "Oh, that's pretty cool." All right, so he said, "Went with the normal difficulty. Let me continue where I left off. I want to start a new game. I'll load a save game. Let me adjust my settings. I want to quit." I like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So where we had left off was went through the credits. All right. Well, hold on. Let me finish what I was saying before. I'm over here listening to my stream as well in my ear, just to make sure I sound good and all that kind of stuff. Make sure there's no difficulties or whatever. But if I suggest any game, I suggest both. Really, if you have the money, get both. Get both. Get both. Stay off the internet. Enjoy the games. plural. It's 2. If you like multiplayer, you like playing with your friends, all that kind of stuff. You like the Mega Evolutions, go get Pokemon. If you're a Digimon fan, just get Digimon. If you love both, because the one thing about both of them is they are being greedy with the money. They are asking for a lot, especially when it comes down to certain DLCs and all that kind of stuff. Because both are doing like a DLC and all that kind of stuff. So neither side can sit up and say, oh, one side is more greedier than the other. Because in my humble opinion, both sides are greedy. You know, putting Mega Evolutions behind a paywall is grimy, and whatever the hell Digimon doing where they stuff got to be like $200 is kind of grimy. It's grimy too. So it's kind of like when I see people, and it's funny too when I see people say that, oh, when other companies do it, nobody bats an eye. I'm like, no, tons of people bat an eye. What are you talking about? And then like I got some pushback for a time. I said, no, they don't, gang. And when I seen the gang part of his comment, I'm like, yeah, I could tell you don't. I could tell your IQ is low because anybody, like I said, slang terms. I feel like when you use slang terms in like debates and stuff, I could just tell that you're not being serious. It's almost a no, they don't, gang. I'm like, I'm literally playing a game where the devs got so much pushback on said game that they had to lower the price. They lowered the price. So it blows me how people curve their mouth to say the stuff they say on social media and don't do the fucking research to back it up. Like before I even went, and I hate using AI, but I went to AI, I went to ChatGPT and I asked about it. I'm like, and I specifically typed in, when was the last time gamers got upset with a gaming developer or company for announcing DLC before the actual game drops? And they gave me a fucking list. Hell, Pokemon was on that list too, twice. But I forgot what the first one was, but the second one was for ZA. And I'm just like, and just right there, it screamed, y'all don't do y'all research. Y'all just quick to defend this company without looking up like hold on, let me go see it. Let me go see if this is true or not. It's not that hard. We can carry around little computers in our fucking pockets every damn day. And y'all choose not to, well, I won't say y'all. Certain people choose not to even go do the research. They just go off their emotions. We live in an emotionally driven society at this point to where people don't fathom logic anymore. This is how I feel. This is what I want. Deal with it. And that's pretty much what this world we live in now. Somebody talks shit about your favorite game, you feel like you got to go defend it. I don't. I really don't. Because whatever you got to say about the game, it's not going to stop me from playing it. Not going to change my mind. It is what it is. And it's taking forever for this game to fucking load. Like, dang, why is this taking it forever? It's taking it forever. And ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh. Okay. Came in this bitch ugly. Hold on. It pops up right when I'm in middle of mid text message. So hold on real quick, y'all. Paywall is grimy and whatever the hell did you. Let's go ahead and get the big shit. Alright, so where we land? I think it was called like Paradise World or something like that. I do got a companion though. Where you at? Well, Niles is my companion, so. Alright, we got this time. Double barrel shotgun on this. hard. Like, pretty much all I was saying, like, not everybody's gonna like the same stuff that I like. Not everybody's gonna like the same stuff you like. But like, it's the disingenuous stuff that people are saying about said games. Like, you're right, they don't have to play it, but they do have a right to criticize it. I mean, as long as they're being fair with it. If they're just being disingenuous with it, then yeah, okay, yeah, no. But like I said, there's a fine line between being, you know, being fair and just being an outright hater. And then there's also a fine line between, you know, you being a diehard fan and you just bootlicking too, but whatever.
Whoa there, go-getter.
Okay, that's how you do.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I'm an agent of the Earth, You've heard of us, I take it. I'm just a soldier, same as you. Another steadfast comrade in arms. I prefer to keep my background shrouded in mystery. There we go, this one.
Ah, yes. All us troopers share a unique bond, don't we? A certain camaraderie. For we are all but tools of war. Eh? Something like that? Look, I appreciate your attempt at playing excessively familiar with me to get inside, but it don't really matter. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course.
Looking for a trader.
Got a convoy overdue back from the landing pad. Admit I'm a bit worried.
Why you worried? Why you worried, Shotty? What's good? I encountered hostile drones by the remains of a destroyed convoy.
Something tells me you ran into the reason they ain't been back. See any sign of them?
I just said they did.
Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
And I find anything that I'm afraid, not much. In the habit of plundering corpses. Not as such. Suppose I'll be moving on then. I do.
Late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. And Protectorate drone's been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it.
Okay, oh yeah, let me tell you what this character's gonna be. So, I will be playing through Outer Worlds 2 maybe 3 times. You got this playthrough, which is the blind playthrough. A playthrough where I just go through it. Whatever decision I want to make on the fly, I'll make it on the fly. Some days I might act like a good guy. Some days I'll be a straight jackass. It just depends. Another playthrough is going to be a female playthrough because I usually make both. I usually make a guy and a girl and play through the games both with both characters. And then whatever I didn't do with one character, I do with the other character. And on the third playthrough, it's going to be like straight Menace to Society type gameplay for that one. So, and there's from what I've seen, there's a lot of ways to be a menace to society in this game. How might someone accept said bounty?
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
Auntie's Choice. Looking for traders. This town offer any goods and services?
Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. And welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
It was mentioned diabolical drones of doom.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Alright, so we got main quest, campaign quest, mention diabolical drones. Found a way to open the lockbox on the incognito, which contains new parts to upgrade valve. Okay.
Mark my words, when my deal comes.
No, one more time. So that's Paradise Islands, what's the place called? Okay. Mentioned that troop flogging are currently on duty by the barn. It's having a problem with marauding. Oh, he fighting drones. Once the drones are dealt with, the bounty.
Through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
Come on. Did we mark it? Let me make sure. Oh, they were mentioned. Okay. So they're not really okay. Let's go do his first block. Continue with the quest. Actually, no, we'll continue. We'll do the quest. This is the first quest. And again, we'll start off the game peacefully first.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we? I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
In the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. Which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs?
I'm not an idiot, so no. Narrow eyes. Are you making fun of me? I believe everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. Yes. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
I'm trying to find someone here named Augustine Devers. I need to get into a Vox relay. I thought I had Niles with me. Who says I desire anything? I'm trying to find someone here.
I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. As in this building, you have my permission to peruse at your leisure. Surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together.
I need to get into the... Who says I need to get into the Vox relay.
Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed.
Well, with a premise like that, figure the least I can do is listen. That's a bit vague, isn't it? Nice sales pitch. Spare me the sympathy. If it's real, okay, let's go with that one.
A hard sell? All right, I'll play this your way. If I attain my goals, I suspect I shall find it far easier to ascend within Auntie's choice. And I'm especially willing to aid you. Get your attention.
Better now tell me about this. Better. Now tell me about that. Sorry, but I don't want that kind of responsibility now.
Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Ceylon, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst.
So go to the ministry and retrieve the info. Anything else?
Yes. One additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
I prefer diplomacy. Good point. I'll be back. Let me go get my boy Niles real quick.
Commander, your munition supplies are low. It is best we discuss acquiring more ammunition when we are next traveling together.
There you have it.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit.
Gotta go back real quick. I'm like, where is Niles? I could have sworn when I got off the ship yesterday, he was with me. Maybe I gotta go back on the ship, grab him, and go. Remembering the Sovereign's family, may they rest in perfection. Oh yeah, they got a lot of lore for me to go over. I know a lot of YouTubers about to be putting up doing a lot of content when it comes down to the lore behind certain characters in this game. All right, this might be a problem to some people with the load screens. Because like I already see the comments right now. It's big 2025 and we're still getting load screens. What the fuck? But I agree with him though. I agree with him full wholeheartedly on it. Load screens, 2025. I think that's why everything tries to go open world. Because, you know, open world doesn't really take load. Well, some games don't take load screens. Matter of fact, certain parts of the game, you can tell it's supposed to be the load screen, how the game kind of loads up certain parts. But seek assistance. All right, yeah. Well, let's see what's on the ship first. I want. Oh, okay. Let me see if there's a place I can heal real quick. All right. Where the captain's quarters at? No, forget about it. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. All right. So yeah, we went back and went and got Niles and Val because I was wondering why I had no companions with me. I was like, hold on, I could have sworn. You don't have to travel with companions if you don't want to. It's just something I like to do. I like to travel with them to see what they can do and stuff. See who, you know, is actually worth using. Cause some, like when I played the first Avowed, I really didn't like any of the companions, honestly. None of them were actually big help. Well, except for the machine. The machine was somewhat help. An old girl, the black girl, because I think she was like a mercenary or something. It's been a minute since I played, but I do know that one character did not make it onto the team because I accidentally killed him. I didn't know he was part of the team until like I didn't know he was supposed to be part of the team until like I watched somebody play it. Like I was doing a live stream of it, and he was pretty much he had one character on there that I didn't have. I was trying to figure out, oh, was I supposed to have him on the team? Like damn, I didn't know. Okay, so like common material for crafting workbench shops. Okay. Alright, let's look around and see what we got up in here. Report announcement. Oh, so never mind. It serves me nothing. pick up Lucky Spratfoot and junk IO can be broken down for craft materials. So we can be in here crafting stuff. It's that time of year, dog. It's that time of year. Yeah. Where we at? Alright, so we got Niles. We got Val. My guy's a little hurt. But yeah, so I'm taking a while. I guess that these are the group that she's talking about. Niles, I'm gonna need you to pick it up. Come on now. I'm gonna need y'all to learn how to pick up the pace. Come on now. They go at the same pace I go.
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
So I did look up how long it takes you to complete everything in this game, y'all. Some of y'all might not be happy with how long it's gonna take y'all to beat this. Cause I looked it up. And it is only 10 hours. It's a 10-hour game. Now if you like your games long, I'm sorry. But 10 hours is long enough depending on how you play it. Dear father, mother, guardian name, I regret to inform you that your son, daughter, child, employee, rank, first name, last name was killed in action at location on date. I know the sorrow that this message brings you, but no, soldier, rank, last name was a valuable auntie's choice asset, and that their contributions to their war efforts on Eden will not be forgotten. Sincerely yours. Wow. Oh, she got a template. Alright, we coming here for again? Investigate town halls, records, locate available appropriate protocols, lodgements. Augustine Davis house, red trim, circle windows. That's what we found. Got some info. Alright, we gotta leave. House with red trim, circle windows. There we found you. Auntie wants to help you. This gotta be it right here. Yep, subject Deveris. Yep. Messages. To AD Veris, subject welcome. To August Deveris from Supervisors First Class. Okay. It is not unheard of for one to sustain injuries in the course of sprinted match at pickup. Okay, what was I reading? Important announcements.
He sure has some cheek putting the Earth Directorate symbol on
Fine information.
everything she's done.
Alright, now which one we going to now? Oh no, we gotta stay in there. Kind of weird you put it right next to it. Well, not. Is it weird you put it next to the toilet? They probably might think that's a toilet handle, but well, whatever. Compass. A bracelet. There's blood in here, but. Submerged tracker. Deveris' tracker appears to have been surgically removed and submerged in liquid inside this container, obviously in an attempt to disable it. Unfortunately, it was still producing a weak signal. Explains the word. Messages. Running your last missing missive stung me to my core. I can't believe you accused us of such. Yes, I am still in contact with Victor. Doesn't look like nothing. How can you say you never burdened me with what you've done? You may have never shared specifics with me, but that doesn't mean I didn't feel your suffering, Augustine. The invasion of Paradise Island is driving us all to new levels of despair, and your last message has me fearing that it has pushed you to a place of madness.
Alert. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. The colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. Downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. I'm the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
But can she, though? Can she? Let's find out.
They are all dead.
Oh.
And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
Shotty.
Believe this.
Oh, I thought you would.
If I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. She wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
I understand you're upset, but let's keep our heads here. No idea. It's all a little strange to me.
You'd be so even-tempered about this. I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. Breeze may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy.
What were the people saying about her? You didn't realize she had that much of a reputation.
We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
Must have bidden my time. I don't remember hearing her name before Horizon Point. She clearly accomplished what she set her mind to, getting us killed.
Embarrassing now. How much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that.
Yeah,
doing for others
life.
what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. She betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
Always ascribe to malice, even that, which can be explained by incompetence, I say.
If it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us.
DeVries, okay, I'm saying her
I
name
have to
wrong.
know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
Hey, some people nowadays follow the wrong people. Doesn't sound like you hold a high opinion of the Order. It's not unreasonable to believe in some greater power. I'm not surprised religion has been used to control and manipulate for eons. Yep.
I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. Those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them.
You can see it.
That's worth questioning their virtue.
And what's kept you going all these years? Hope of revenge. Our hands aren't clean either now, so we'll kill people too. I couldn't agree more. I don't care to debate this. I'm only interested in finding DeVries' safe room. I couldn't agree more, actually.
Only DeVries has shared in our good judgment, huh? Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. There's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
I know DeVries be coming for that ass though. Repeating right pistol. Oh, whoops, not well. I got it. Yeah, you know, we'll keep it for time. We'll keep the baton. Alright, do we want to go do now and stuff now? Oh, that's not now. That's retrieve. Okay, go. Let's go see what this is all about. Not now. That's Val that we're doing. Her companion, or Val is a woman name. So her companion quest, real quick.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust.
Wait, do I have any Perks haven't used yet? I have not.
Careful,
All right.
still warm.
So I've used them all.
Come on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong.
I was taking us back to the ship. Okay.
Might I have a word, Commander?
What's good? Where you at? Where you at?
I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him in Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit.
Okay.
Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Sure, yeah. Why, are you in pain?
Legs bother me a bit, but no more than usual. Anyway, that's not the reason I'm asking the visit. Some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. It starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Am I going to need to hold an electrical strands or safety currents?
Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first.
Any chance he will be happy to see you? No. Good comes from degrading of the past, trust me. I was like,
likely not.
Oh, okay.
We didn't exactly leave off in a good way.
Okay.
Traded some hard words over promises I made and
okay.
ought not have.
What happened between you two? Yes, here.
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots.
Okay.
Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
And that's why you leave him in the dust. Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot wrong with that. It should be destroyed. Never would have guessed there was resistance to the procreate from within. Sounds like he put you in a tough spot. Yeah, he did.
I want to take things farther. Hit the protectorate weird hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission.
I respect you for putting the mission first in spite of everything. That's dedication.
I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. Worked hard, but the protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the protectorate's boot.
Folks need to learn how to make it on their own. Support only weakens them.
I hear you say as much, but I'll admit, after 10 years in this colony, it's getting harder to argue an opposing view. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
That must be Crazy House. No time like the present to make up for the past mistakes. Let's go see your friend.
Appreciate it, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet.
You
Westport's
will.
on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Alright, so we got two of them to do. Yeah. I got his quest and I got Val's quest. So we're gonna do Val's first. Cause hers don't seem like it's too hard. Matter of fact, I walked right past it. Way off the shit. I thought I had it up here with me. Oh well. Creatures never have armor, making weapons like shotguns, SMGs. Okay. Attacking unaware enemies while crouched will perform a sneak attack. You can preview the damage for the attack before committing. Oh, you can preview it now? Oh, okay, cool. That means I can see what it does, and if I don't like it, I ain't got to do it. If you come across a challenge that you don't seem equipped to handle, try leveling up and finding better equipment first. Find yourself in a dark space, but I know. Okay. But hey, man, so far so good. I'm actually liking the game. Like I said, I don't would prefer the game to be more than 10 hours long, but you can. What the hell going on? Even though. All right, that's not bad at all. Focus on the $82 each. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Okay, temporary hot. And now this loading screens. Oh my god, it's probably just me. It's probably just me. Cause yesterday I didn't have no loading problems, but it probably is just me. So if these loading screens are longer than norm, if they get more longer, then are you dying to? If they get a little bit longer than normal, then I'm probably just going to just go and just jump on Dragon Quest. But it shouldn't take that long. He's at 82. That's what he said. Oh, so 164. That's not bad. God dang this. I bet y'all can go to your restaurant right now, come back, and it still be loading. This iranium is dangerous to living creatures, but it's a. Who sure this? Man, it's Hey, yo, we still on this load screen, bro. Crazy work. Crazy work, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. Still on this load screen, y'all. I just got done watching the TikTok about this game too. They already starting to make up stuff about it. People were saying that, oh, they're upset because there's no splash physics in the game. Like, you can't, if you shoot at the water, there is no splash. But somebody made a comment saying that, oh, the reason why they're not in the game, why there is no splash mechanics or anything like that, is because they were too busy trying to make the game gay and diverse. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, oh my God, y'all pick anything to bitch about at this point. Gay and diverse. I'm like, seriously, that's what y'all got out of this. That's the side of the fan base I know for a fact don't play video games. They just sit up and just be all like, it's not like y'all was gonna play any of them in the first place. Bruh, come on. All right. So I just read this on TikTok and this is hilarious. When is PS gonna give Xbox their games? Ungrateful pieces of shit. I despise PS and everything they have, bro. Y'all don't y'all don't deserve Halo, bro. Somebody was all like, sorry ass consoles need our stuff. I mean, I'm like, you mean Microsoft stuff? Because you didn't make shit. If you got an Xbox over a PS5 in 2025, I can honestly tell you don't get no money. Well, what if you got both? You def don't see Xbox prices, dog. Oh, on drop PS5, we're going for like I ain't know people still doing console wars like that. Tom was ungrateful. I always find it funny when these bunch of nobodies sit on here telling you what who deserves what. How it's like, huh? I say they don't deserve it, bro. Like talking about ungrateful. Okay, like Now the majority of people in the comments are kind of childish, but I'm just all like, have fun playing Halo for the 1 million time. No, for real, because I'm just all like, when I seen that they was coming to play, the Halo campaign was coming to PS5, I'm like, oh, okay. It's led to that, because I'm like, this dude getting mad, but I'm just like, they're getting the very first OG original Halo. It's not that big of a deal. We done played this Halo game like what, countless times. So what's the big deal? It's like Gears of War when they got Gears of War Reloaded earlier in the year. I done played Gears 1 so many times. It's like they're not really getting nothing. They're just, I mean, they are getting something. They're getting 2 games. All right, I'll take that back. But it's not like, oh, like for example, Gears of War E-Day. When Gears of War E-Day come out, it's not like they're getting that too. So it's kind of like, God, grow up. FF is ass. No, it's really not. If you spell ass AHH, get out of my face. Type of person to only play 2K in Minecraft and call gaming dead. 2K in Minecraft in 2020 and 25, bro. Talk about it. So it's really not. I feel like when people make comments like this, they're just trying to show that they're a gamer. So they make stuff. They make content like that to show, like, hey, look, guys, I'm a gamer just like you. Look, I'm angry about a certain game going to a certain console that I don't own. Look, I'm one of you guys. All right, guys. Might have to restart. Might have to restart because it's been stuck on here. It's going, but it ain't going. So, guys, damn, 26 degrees. Huh. All right, guys. So I'll be right back. About to restart this. See where this is gonna go. It's kind of annoying, but we'll see where this goes.